Alan, tell us about Freud's Last Session.
This one will be fast. It's Sony Pictures Classics. It's in theaters now. And as the title implies, it is Sigmund Freud's last session. And who is that last patient? It's C.S. Lewis. And we're in the I guess the early stages of World War II. Sigmund Freud has fled Austria. He's in England now. He is being visited by C.S. Lewis. And it's basically what you would think of it when you think of those two people, but it's a conversation about the existence of God. This is based on a play by Marc Saint-Germain. So Freud is the atheist, C.S. Lewis is the Christian, and in the backdrop of World War II, they have this discussion as to whether God exists. Both of them have very different upbringings. C.S. Lewis became a Christian well after his time in World War I. The war has affected him quite a bit. Sigmund Freud, he was a father who was a devout atheist, and I guess his mother was Christian. So you kind of, from his background of his psychology, he kind of comes to that conclusion, and then the two meet and the two have discussions about whether God exists. I will say this: I wanted it to be better. I wanted it to be a little bit more profound than it was. The movie is essentially this discussion about whether God exists. And there's a bombing that occurs, and C.S. Lewis kind of falls apart in the bomb shelter, and it calls into questions, his actual faith, while at the same time, Sigmund Freud's life is there are elements where he could have believed in God, and just kind of this back and forth, and then it just kind of ends. With not a lot of resolution. So it was like I wanted an ending that had some kind of impact, and it wasn't there. So if you like a good discussion about whether God exists, you can see this movie, but this is a pass for me.
All right. Well, yeah. I'm just curious. One question: is it based on did C.S. Lewis know Sigmund Freud?
I don't know if this is a true story or not. It's based on the book, The Question of God, which is, and then based on the stage play. So I don't even know if this really happened or not. The only ironic thing is Anthony Hopkins had played C.S. Lewis a long time ago in a movie. But I just walked away going, all right, that was interesting, and then just kind of kept on going.